and Michelle.
Luvy's Fat Life. The F is for fart.
It is
the
not.
A is for and the T is for tell. Remember last week on the trivia, 3 of you said you thought our channel was called Fart and Tell. I know who you 3 are, and I'm coming after you. Actually, that's going to be the name of one of our videos coming out. Probably will be the Fart and Tell Lovelaces. Yeah.
That's very scary.
Fart and Tell travel. I don't know. I'm sorry if some of you are eating supper watching this. I'm sorry to be talking about expelling gas at the beginning of our show, but
I'm sure my nurse friends out there won't bother them.
Yeah, Nurse Nancy, Miss Alma, Rhonda B.
Won't phase y'all.
It won't phase them a bit, man. They're used to that. You know, Michelle's the type, you know, she'd come home and start telling me these nursing things, and she never mentions names because of HEPA, but she starts telling these things, and I'm like, whoa. Just stop. I don't need to hear all that nursing stuff. So that's a very tough job, and I don't know, is nurses week over, or is it still going on?
It's still going on.
Still going on? Cool deal.
Well, maybe it's healthcare workers week.
Is it healthcare?
Yeah,
okay.
So
cool.
They've tried to combine them, I think, to condense, make it easier for them, more cost effective.
Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. We got a great show. We got a couple big announcements tonight. One we're going to make right off here at the very beginning. And then another one. The second thing is, number one, we got the Downunder Cruisers here.
Yes.
14 hours ahead of us. It's Friday morning their time. They're trying to work, and they took the time out to come and chat with us a little bit. But yeah, Shaun and Ilana, can't wait to talk to them.
They have some great things to tell us.
Yeah, they got some killer stuff coming up. Can't wait to that. But we're going to talk about a little bit about their channel up front. In case some of you don't know the Downunder Cruisers, and you'll get to know them a little bit. And then we're going to switch things at the tail end of it. Big announcement from Shaun and Ilana of what's coming up with their channel, and something exciting. Yeah, something really big, and we're just really excited to hear about it.
Yes. Something we want.
Yeah, I want to say so bad, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
All right.
But yeah, so let's go through the chat here real quick and just say hey to some of our homies who are in here. Our homies, our fat family, and that's not fat as in food and travel family. But hey, we got the Downunder Cruisers. Thank you, Shaun.
Yes, we are so excited.
He says, "Good day from down under." I'm sorry, I'm a Southern boy. I can't get the
he's not going to
Australian accent down. Yes, it's not going to happen.
Nope.
Tom, reminder set for on. All right, Tom, thank you so much. At 7:30 today, we got Miss Nana, Miss Brenda, and Tom. How are y'all doing from KY Travelers and Nana's Hidden Apron, cooking, baking, and craft? She does it all, and she's always posting great looking food, isn't she?
It's not only does it look delicious, she makes beautiful.
It is pretty.
Did you see those cupcakes?
Yes.
It's so beautiful.
Yes. I think since our friendships come on, I've gained 75 pounds just from looking at her pictures.
Don't blame that on her.
I'm not going to blame you on that. That's me feeding my fat face. We got Mr. Billy Sparks. How you doing, Billy?
Billy.
I know Michelle's been blowing up your phone today. I'm not going to say what she's blowing it up about, but I feel for you, man. I feel for you. Mine was blowing up too after I talked to her today. And then we got my mama Maxine. She's recovering from her surgery and getting ready to have surgery again. So lift her up in your thoughts and your prayers. If you believe in that, positive vibes.
So in October, she is going to be on the run.
On the October Lolita Loca cruise. It's going to be hard to catch up with her, I'm sure.
Yes.
Mr. Anthony Simone, the #1 rated moderator in the cruising and traveling community. What's happening? Miss Michelle Bowen, how are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope you and Mr. JR. It's a JR, not JR. That's the old Dallas term from Right Dallas TV. Only those around 50 would know what that means. Spiker, Cindy, and Doug, how are you doing? Spiker's Crazy Adventures, how are you doing in here? Hey, right off the bat, we'll say it now, we'll say it later. If you are a creator, put hashtag creator. If you are a supporter, put hashtag supporter. If you're a travel agent, put hashtag travel agent. Whatever you want to put in there, you can put all 3 of them. You can put hashtag, I'm just glad to be here. I wanted to see barbecue tonight, but if you ain't got it, that's okay too. Or I want to talk, whatever you want to do. Put it in here. Grab a channel that you haven't seen before and subscribe to it. In the description of this video, we got a link to the Downunder Cruisers. Nightbot's going to be coming in here in a little bit, popping that up for you as well. Who else we got in here? Oh, we got either Matt or Kimbra from Fantastic Studios.
Hey, you guys.
How are y'all doing down there? We got Hani in the Beach Life. Good show last night with you and Josh, brother. Good stuff. Some good stuff on Polo today too. If some of you guys don't have Marco Polo, and that's you really, I mean, there's some great information on there. I know some of that times it can blow up at, 9 to 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, but really fun meeting some of you in the community on Marco Polo. It's been really cool. Who else we got in here? We got Just Dave, the golden voice himself. How you doing, Just Dave? Miss Rhonda B, one of our favorite nurses. So we got enough nurses if we ever have an accident on a cruise together.
How the story goes.
Yeah, Michelle runs from stuff. if somebody gets hurt, she's like, don't tell anybody I'm a nurse. Don't tell anybody I'm a nurse. If you tell me a nurse, then they start telling you about all the warts and stuff they got going on.
Don't tell anybody.
Itches and scratches you got to do. I mean,
don't get me wrong. If somebody's hurt, then I will come to the rescue. But
don't tell her that you've had a wart or cyst for the last 10 years and want her to look at it. Please don't. Let's see who else we got in here. We got MGM. Hey, Bill. Hey, Lucy. How are you guys doing? Who else we got? Travel Mobile. Hey, James. How are you? I don't know if that's you or your wife. I hope y'all are doing good. The Baslers. Got Cindy and Doug on here. David Fisher. How you doing, Fisher's Fun Ventures? Q's Cruisers. Hey, everyone. I'm on my phone. I can't tag a big hello to everybody. Hey, Miss Sarah and Bob. How are you doing? Who else we got in here?
We got Kimbra.
Oh, we got Kimbra. So that was Matt earlier. Hey, Miss Kimbra, how are you doing? Connie, we already got him. See who else we got here. Am I missing anybody else? Just say hello if I hadn't called your name out yet. Miss Marla Stewart. Love to see that orange logo come up with the M on it. I know Miss Marla's in here. How are you doing? And I think we're down at the bottom, right? Oh, I see the Tyler show's here. Hey, Tyler. So I'm looking at YouTube over to my left, and I got StreamYard to my right. We're trying to play it, guys. We're trying to play it. Got the Traveling Gilberts in here. How you doing, Ronnie? Teresa, hope you are doing well. Check out their channel, too. They got a killer Saturday night show. It's always funny. They got these crazy orbs going on behind them. It's a pretty adventurous show. I mean, I think we need to start eventually putting like time slots on there and put like money on the time slots. $10 on the first 10 minutes, $10 on the second, and whoever gets it right wins the pot for the day.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I see Beach Please. So Mike and
Beach Please in there. Hey, Mike, how you doing? So hey, real quick, Danny Griswold, how you doing, brother? He's in here as well. A lot of faces in here. I love to see this. So we got some exciting news. We got to hurry get this in.
Okay.
So we can get some things going on, right? All right. So put a video out today. That's our Universal Studios trip down to Tiawaya?
I don't know how to say
Tiawaya, the Fearless River, and about drowned at the very beginning of it. Michelle laughs so much.
Every time I see it, I laugh. So please go watch it just to laugh at Mike because it is so hilarious. He said, I'm about to.
I said, I'm about to drown, and then I start drowning.
It is so funny. So go check that out.
There's a couple more people in here. I see Janice here from JP Travel Adventures. Paul Vine's in here. Who else dropped in? I thought I saw somebody else in here I missed. Hold on. All right, so we got to hurry, right?
Okay, all right.
All right, so I got like 3 minutes. All right, so the big thing, was that the big thing? What's the big thing?
Are you asking me for real? The thing that you sprung on me today while I was at work?
All right, so I'm at work today, right? And on Marco Polo, I start hearing some of the stuff, and me and Bill are talking behind the scenes. Me and Bill from MGM are talking behind the scenes. And we talk about, I'm getting this set up here. I'm getting ready to share this with you guys. Throw this on here now. All right, I'm trying to multitask here. So we're talking about what's going on in the future and so forth. And then, hey, Paul Vines, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, our anniversary. We didn't announce that, did we? I said on Marco Polo, tomorrow's our 18th year, right? 2003. She thought I forgot. She wanted to take a day off because she wants to take this guy out for lunch.
Absolutely.
She's really wanting a cheeseburger real bad. But but yeah, Team Hutchins, how you doing? But yeah, tomorrow's our 18th year. Thank you, Paul Vines. Thank you very much. for that super chat. Super chat. You didn't have to do it, but hey, 18 years, we'll take it, right?
Absolutely.
All right, did I get a kiss right here for that?
Absolutely.
All right.
And you got
what about right here?
Come on.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. So let me share this. What happened today, right? What's getting ready to happen after we do here? We've already talked about it, but it's getting ready to happen. Bam! This has been a bucket list of ours for many, many years. And I found out from Bill that several people in the cruising community are booking this. So I don't think it's officially a group cruise yet, but it's turning out to be that way. Yeah, we got the Greek Isles. I can't. I'm a Southern boy. I can't even say stuff. Was that
Santorini?
Santorini, Athens, and Florence. Florence is coming out of Rome. It's a 10-day cruise. You got Naples in there. You got Florence. 9 out of 10 days, there's 9 different stops on this cruise. And look at the deal they got here. I mean, you got 30% off. You got 5 free offers, free open bar, free specialty dining, free excursions, free Wi-Fi, and free kids. If you go there and you don't have kids, they'll give you free kids. I mean, you just get them and they bring them. Don't try to bring them back over and do that. Then down here at the bottom, look at this: 30% off all guests. Your second guest flies free. So when you fly, if there's 2 of you going and you fly, one pays and the other one's free. So this thing, from interior to ocean view to balcony, and it ends tonight, by the way. So
if you're interested, y'all better hurry.
Here's a plug-in, and she didn't ask me to do this or anything. As soon as this is over, I'm getting in touch with Lucy and giving her my credit card number. It's only a $250 deposit, is my understanding, for the whole cruise. And then it's a free cancellation down the road. This is in 2023 in September. So yes. I would hook up. I know we got some other travel agents in here as well. If you're wanting to stay, in the cabins around where we're at, that's Lucy with MGM. But I know Michelle Bowen's in here. I know Cindy's in here. Some other travel agents are in here as well. Anthony Simone's in here. I mean, there's other travel agents you can get with. Really killer deal on this, though. So it's a bucket list of ours we've always wanted, right? Yes,
and that is just incredibly exciting for us. We're trying to get Billy and Maxine to go as well.
Was that a shameless plug on here to try to get them on as well?
Yes, it's guilty. We want you to come too.
So yeah, you can also cancel that up to 120 days in advance, I think. So This is in 2023 in September, so you got a couple of years to think about it, but you can lock in on those prices now.
Yes.
And that includes gratuity.
Yeah.
That's really good.
All right. It's not per person, it's total.
Yeah. And that price on there, you'd have to get a quote real quick for them. That sale ends tonight at midnight, so think about it.
Yes.
Afterwards, or you can hit them up during this, show. But we really look forward to that.
Yes,
we're putting our money down right after this. Let's go ahead and bring on our guests.
We are so excited.
Apologize in advance. I didn't have an intro for them because I couldn't find pictures of them. Number one, together, but number two, I didn't want to steal other people's pictures because I didn't know if it was other people's pictures on their page and not theirs. So I did apologize to them ahead of time. We're going to bring them straight in here. Yes. Miss Ilana and Mr. Shaun.
You're Ilana.
And you're Shaun.
And together we are the Downunder Cruisers.
Good
Welcome
morning,
aboard, folks.
Hey, you have yours down pat a lot better than I do. I mean, I'm still stumbling over Michelle in the first.
He looks at me like I'm crazy every time I say it.
I want to laugh at her.
You've got to understand something here, right? You're on the other side of the pond. Your time zone means that you guys have little time to practice. We're ahead of you. We've been practicing all night.
We practice, guys, because we're at the age where we're turning senile, so we have to just reinforce our names constantly.
So a lot of people in this chat, I think Pam and Rich in here. How you doing, brother? Christina V in here. I see you in here. Yell ass support the people, our moderators in blue. I think happy of you in here in blue because we got happy at the very beginning because we thought we'd get trash pretty hard, but hey, that's great. Thank those people for coming in. Say hey to them. They're going to keep the chat going on. If you got questions for the Downunder Cruisers in advance, go ahead and throw those questions down. Later in this interview, they're going to give us some big information, something big coming on with their channel and the cruising community overall. Hey, Shaun, Ilana, tell us a little about your channel, how it came about. I know that's a question that gets thrown up all the time, but in case people here don't know who the Downunder Cruisers are, you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. It all started, as I think a lot of people during last year, with that dreadful C word, when a lot of us were twiddling our thumbs and thinking, well, what can we do to pass the time? Nothing much on the television. So it's really Shaun's baby all the way, but he dragged me in at the beginning reluctantly.
Kicking and screaming.
Now, we're not experienced cruisers at all, but we got hooked. So during the planning of our first cruise, we were watching a lot of YouTube, the usual suspects like Sharon at Sea and Sherry's Cruise Tips TV and Don and Lalita Loca and all those channels. And Shaun began squirreling himself away late at night in the study, and I'm wondering what he's up to. And there he is creating a YouTube channel. And surprise. But what we essentially want to do is to tell everyone and show everyone and showcase our beautiful part of the world. We want to encourage people to come down to Australia and New Zealand and understand that it's not all about animals that want to kill us, and what the beautiful Australia and New Zealand area and the South Pacific have to offer.
Yeah, you guys did an awesome, and I'm going to go ahead and put a plug in this because I don't want to copy what they did last week. You guys did an awesome interview, and Matt and Kimber did it with you guys last week. Really great interview. So, I mean, when we talk back and forth, if some of that stuff was said last week, we can just kind of go a different direction with it. I encourage you guys to go back and see Fantastic Studios, Matt and Kimber's interview with the Downunder Cruisers last week.
Fun.
Great interview. Shaun and Ilana, they went into a lot of their country and some of the myths about, like sharks and snakes and spiders and stuff like that. It was a great interview. Please check it out. Go to their channel and see that interview as well. But so how long have you actually been? I know you kind of said, you hadn't been, it's your first cruise.
So our first cruise was in 2016.
Okay.
Funny, it was our honeymoon before the honeymoon.
Before the wedding, anyway.
Yeah, well, it was quite funny because we were on the cruise. It was a cruise on the Golden Princess, going from Melbourne around New Zealand back to Melbourne again. And we were thinking, well, let's go on a cruise. Let's do something for our honeymoon and so forth. And Ilana and I were going through the computer and figuring out flying to Thailand or Israel or Fiji or wait a minute, let's go on a cruise. So we checked out the cruise, looked at it, value for money, and we were sold. So there we were on the cruise, and we'd actually said to Princess at that was the cruise line we were with, we said we were on our honeymoon. So we had
the balloons and the congratulations on the door. And so we had to keep up that pretense because people were asking us, oh, it's your honeymoon. And we had to say yes. So they're asking us about the wedding and what I wore and everything. And I'm going, I'm making up stories constantly. And then later I'm thinking, why didn't we just say, well, actually, it's not a big deal. Well,
the funny thing was the cruise was in January. Our wedding is April. So we had to Ilana was trying to hide a whole lot of things away from me, like her dress and so forth.
I made up a story anyway. I did lie. I'm sorry.
Fun. We got hooked. We met people that we would never, ever meet in our lives. Strangely enough, fellow Australians, but we did meet a couple of Americans, and one of them was a guy now. He was a doctor or something, and he had gathered a whole lot of people together because he was going through a divorce, and all the people that he'd gathered together were people who were us as newlyweds, another couple that was married 5 years, another couple that was married 10 years down the track. And he's gathered us all round together for a dinner. And here he's asking us these questions and he's going through a divorce. I mean, it was irony after irony, but it just made the whole trip. That was our absolute ball, that very first cruise.
And we got hook, line and sinker from the minute we drove to the port, and we could see the Golden Princess at port, and we think, oh my God, we're going on that ship. And we were so excited, and we fell in love the minute we stepped foot onto the ship.
Not with us, with cruising. I mean, we were already before then.
I did see that picture of y'all, and I wondered about that with the wedding dress and both of y'all dressed up. I was like, is that on a cruise ship or was it? I didn't know where it was at. So that was
our wedding. That was
at our wedding.
That's awesome. I should have stole that one. I should have put that one on there.
If you wanted to use that one, you may use it because we had it taken by family.
The only problem is with going on a cruise before a wedding is the amount that you eat on the cruise and then having to squeeze into something. Yes, especially a dress that you've had hanging for a little while for a special occasion. Oh, dear.
Now, Mike, let me just say, your intro, you had my mouth watering.
Well, yeah, our Barbie's a little different than the Barbie there. But, yeah, we, anytime we can smoke some meat or smoke a dessert or, do something cooking wise, we love to. That's kind of the food part of our channel. Is the barbecue right here, and then the travel part is mostly we love to cruise first and foremost, and then of course any other land-based traveling. But yeah, I'm kind of a barbecue snob. I love to try barbecue anywhere we go, no matter where, good or bad. I always try to go to at least one, if not two, barbecue restaurants when we go somewhere, and not because it's my favorite meal. I mean, my favorite meal is probably a cheeseburger or a steak. But I still love that barbecue, the whole smoking part of it.
Well, as Aussie,
you smoke it for 12, 15 hours. I mean, just nice and slow, and different type of wood profiles for different tastes. But hey, let's talk about Downunder Cruisers, not me, okay? So what about cruise ships? What kind of what cruise ships have you been on? What's the company that you've been on the most, and can you name some of the ships?
We've only been on Princess, so we've only been on 2. That's it.
Okay.
As I said, we're not experienced at all, but we want to be experienced. We've only been on the Golden and the Little Sun Princess.
Did you like both of them? I know that's the only thing probably you've known so far, but what are some positives and negatives that you could take away just from the 2 cruises that you've been on with Princess?
They were both very different ships because the Golden was one of their larger ones at the time. They've since had the Majestic and the other one, the Regal, etc. And now the Discovery. It's one of the larger ones. It's the one that looks like it's got the shopping trolley handle at the back where the nightclub is across the back. And then, which was about 3,000 people on that one. And then we went to the Little Sun Princess to the South Pacific, which is only about 1,300 people. So vastly different.
Sadly, none of them are still with Princess.
Yeah, which is a shame. The good thing was about going on the smaller ship was that because we sailed from Sydney to the South Pacific, we were able to sail under the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And that...
You want to do that?
That is something else. Awesome.
You want to do that? No.
So they got... Do y'all turn around? You eat it on crackers there? I mean, I haven't tried Vegemite. I know Matt is a big fan of Vegemite. He even wears the T-shirts, I believe. He may have had that T-shirt on last week.
Yeah, he did. And I tell you what, it's axle grease.
I might need it for my hair, to keep my hair down and stuff. Some little axle grease.
Vegemite is actually a byproduct from the making of beer.
Yeah, I read up on that when I kept seeing Vegemite last week with Matt's shirt, and I've heard a couple other people. We might need to buy some and try it on the air sometime. We are a food and travel channel, right? So we could buy some and try it out, right? And see what it tastes like.
Well, I don't know if Vegemite is actually classed as food.
No, it's not. No, told you it's extra grease.
It's just something black in a jar.
Best way to actually try it is
thin smear only.
It's very salty.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that?
The Vegemite?
No, I thought you said. Would you say fins?
He said
thin smear, a very thin smear only on toast.
So somebody's telling me I need to stay away from Australia because I'll try to smoke a kangaroo.
No,
Michelle would never let.
No.
Them kangaroos can fight. I've seen them pop people in the nose. I ain't about to mess with no kangaroo. I can tell you that.
Michelle,
Kangaroos are
Let
beautiful
me just tell you,
to eat.
kangaroos are absolutely scrumptious meal.
A great meat.
Hey, I'll smoke it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know
Michelle's getting to lead
don't-
the interview right now. Okay.
Michelle,
it's no
Michelle,
different to a cute little lamb. I'm sorry.
They're not that sweet little animal, let me tell
Yeah.
you. They're actually
I
quite
heard they're
dangerous.
mean. I've heard they really are mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
No koalas.
All right. So we're way behind on the chat right here.
No,
So,
that koala's not a bear.
so somebody asked, what is Vegemite made of? You already said that. It's a byproduct
Yep.
of beer.
Yeast. Yep.
So
it's
does
yeast.
it taste yeasty and like beer?
No. It just tastes salty. You would think it was beef when you taste it. Yeah, delicious axle grease.
Nice one, Matt. No.
It's indescribable until you taste it.
Now, by the way, I just want to say a lot of the logos, the logo for Helping Hands for Cruising, I want to say off the bat, Matt, thank you very much.
Yes.
Mike, Matt drew that. He created the logo. Yeah. So I want to thank Matt from Fantastic Studios very much for that logo. It is
It's a brilliant,
awesome.
brilliant.
It's brilliant. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's see. Vegemite. Cindy's saying something about Vegemite as well. Would
Yes.
make a good bouillon in a soup.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does. It does. You put about a tablespoon in and into spaghetti bolognese or beef stew. It just adds a little bit of extra richness.
So there's a lot of creators in here. I see a lot of creators' names. Not everybody's a creator, but there is a lot in here. So what do you guys currently vlog with? I saw before the show you showed your gimbal, but
Yep.
what do you guys like to vlog with, and what kind of software maybe that you use for editing?
We are very low tech at the moment.
That and my GoPro are my two most favorite things to vlog with. That is me personally.
To be honest, it's the only thing that we can afford right now. Later on, as we go down the track, we'll be looking at GoPro, and also I wouldn't mind getting a drone. But drones kind of scare me for the moment because of all the rules and regulations surrounding them. So we just got to take it easy.
So yeah, we got the Traveling Gilbert says, I feel like Mike. We actually have a Vegemite vlog on our channel. I got to go back and watch that. I must have missed that, but we'll watch that tonight. Definitely going to watch that.
I watched it.
Did it make you want to go eat more?
Well, actually, the problem was the face went green.
Doesn't eat any.
Yeah. By the way, your video that you put out this morning, awesome. Loved it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we were saying earlier about Michelle died laughing with.
I laugh every time I see it.
And I can't remember if I really fell upside down in the water or if it was just the GoPro fell in the water and I'm trying to get it up.
Well, he's coughing and sputtering.
I probably drank at least 3 or 4 gallons of water.
It was
it was really bad.
Mate, watching you breathe afterwards I wasn't sure whether it was a panic attack or you were actually trying to get rid of the water. But hey, it was awesome.
Oh, we laughed so hard.
My son came back and said, "Well, Daddy, you spit in the water." I was like, "Yeah, I was spitting, and look, I didn't throw up too. I had so much water going down my,
But what I did notice was the lifeguards there didn't actually react very quickly.
No, they didn't.
Well, this is the thing about that video. A lot of people don't know. The deepest part of that is 5 foot, and that's only within about a 20 foot section of that big, basically it's like a big lazy river, except they have all these jets that force the water out in waterfalls. The rest of it's 3.5 foot. You can stand up at any point.
Right.
It's just the current is so strong, especially at that very beginning. They have these huge.
It is really.
They have these huge waves to get it started, but after that, it's pretty relaxing. It really is.
And you have to have a life jacket on.
Mate, you should have a life jacket.
You should just come and spend a couple of weeks down at Bondi Beach. You get the same sort of feeling.
I would love that.
But you'd get a nice hunky lifesaver trying to save you.
Michelle, do it.
Michelle.
These lifesavers are cute.
Okay, that sounds great. When can I come?
Anytime you like.
Come on over.
I know you can't. The borders are still closed.
I thought of I thought about switching over to the big announcement,
Okay.
if that's okay.
That's fine.
What I'd like to do though is I want to be able to kind of show this this drawing that you were kind of talking about earlier, and I want to make sure I get this off and make sure I do things correctly over here at the same time, which is it could be a challenge for me, you know.
Hey, you're a male like me, you know. We're just a mere male.
It takes me a while, man. It takes me a while. So I want to show this logo and then let you kind of explain it. And then there's a letter here, maybe either I can read or you can read, that I'd like to show up as well. But this is the big news. So people that came here and I kept saying, hey, there's big news tonight. There's big news tonight. There is big news tonight. And we are so glad to be part of this.
Yes,
and
we are.
And we're glad you're here to announce this. You know, this is not like the premiere announcing of it. Don't get me wrong, but well, it may be. I don't know. There's a lot of people behind the scenes know about it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to show this and then let you kind of, Shaun and Ilana, let you preface this of what this is, and then I can maybe read that letter, and then we can talk a little bit more about it.
Sure.
Yeah, you get a clap for me right off the bat. Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
So it all started when we were setting up our group cruise. We've got a group cruise going on between us and more Spiker Crazy Travels or Adventures. I always call them at Travels, but I love Cindy anyway. And ourselves, the Downunder Cruisers, we've got a group cruise going on the 15th of October 2022 going through to the 23rd. And what happened was we were just talking to people around, asking them would they like to come up on the cruise with us. And then there was this one young man who actually inspires a bucket load of people, us included. And we wanted him to join us on the cruise so that he could have some fun with us.
And can I just say, this young man, when I heard him say he's never been to the beach, never seen the ocean, was like, wow.
It was. So we thought, well, come along, young man. I'll tell you who he is. Come along, Kenny. Come join us for the cruise. And he said, all right, I'll check into it. And he did. And then I asked him and I said, well, what is it likely? And he goes, mate, I don't even make half that kind of money at all. And I went, well, let's see what we can do. So a bunch of us started talking about the idea of looking at ways that we could actually assist people that for one reason or another will never ever experience a cruise in their life. And so we set up Helping Hands for Cruising to give people, and I'm not saying like Kenny, because I know Kenny is actually quite accomplished. He's just completed his qualifications. Congratulations, young man. His life is ahead of him. But it's going to give people that would never otherwise have an opportunity to have a cruise of a lifetime, to have one, to travel, to do whatever. And so that's how we came to do with setting up the Helping Hands for Cruising. It is a group thing. Us and more Spiker Crazy Adventures and us, we're all involved together to create this charity.
So it's going to be ongoing. It's doesn't just finish after our group cruise. We want to build up a kitty so that other people will have the opportunity in the future as well to go on a cruise.
Yeah, go on. If you haven't seen this in the chat tonight, if you're watching this on a replay, go watch the Downunder Cruisers video with Kenny. Kenny's in here right now, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. What a smart, young, bright man. His video in Helen, Georgia, that
yes.
I can't remember if it was Vizzo's or one of the channels had it. It may have been Blaine, may have been Life is Good Today. They showed him climbing up this, basically a mountain, and it was just such inspiration. I love your logo. I love the logo, the two hands or the several hands out with the heart and the cruise ship. I think it's a beautiful,
absolutely
beautiful logo. I really like that. Hey, Miss Marla, thank you.
Thank you so much, Marla.
I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that gave chat tonight, I know Miss Marla just did. Thank you for the anniversary gift, and Paul did earlier. we're going to take all that money that's donated tonight. We're going to put it right towards this,
Absolutely.
and we'll cover the difference of the 30% tonight. But that kind of leads into something else here. But I want to be able to read this letter real quick.
Sure.
And let's see. Sure, I do this correctly before I do it. And let's add this to the screen.
Can I just say that that video of Kenneth in Helen, Georgia was also our inspiration as well.
That was an incredible video.
It was beautiful.
And such determination.
Darian, I think.
Yeah, Darian. Yeah, it was great stuff. So right here, I'm going to try to read this. You guys can read it as well. But it says this group is designed for the cruise and travel community to provide to those that are less fortunate an opportunity to experience a cruise of a lifetime. Helping Hands for Cruising's Facebook page. In the description of this video, and even on here, I put the link in there so you can click on it. There's a PayPal account there. It's a nonprofit account, nonprofit organization. All this money goes in as kitty to try to help others that are maybe can't afford it or less fortunate to get them on a cruise ship too, and kind of help them on a dream of theirs maybe. Donate to help with special needs going on a cruise. That's the direct PayPal link right there. You can pause this later on, go back, write it down. Again, it's going to be in the link here in this video as well. Shaun and Ilana Ornelas of the Downunder Cruisers have created this charity, and the response for the community has been amazing. With the help from people like you, they have already funded their first person, which we just talked about, Kenny, to go on this next cruise. However, we want to help others. Please consider stopping into the live stream and show your love for this amazing opportunity for people that would likely never be able to get away and take a break from everyday life. In that video, Kenny even talks about that his goal was to pay it forward down the road, that this is a chance of a lifetime for himself. A great video. I will tell you this. I told Shaun and Ilana this before. The 16-minute mark to 19-minute mark, I don't care if you're the biggest, baddest man in the room, it's going to bring you to your knees, and it's going to bring tears to your eyes. Incredible, incredible interview, and just so touching. It says the next cruise is going to be in the Southern Caribbean on the Carnival Horizon, Saturday, October the 15th, 2022 to Sunday, October 23rd from Miami, Florida. How amazing it would be to go on the same cruise with someone who you're helping out and making a vacation dream possible. Here's how to book your cruise. This is hosted by YouTube channels of Us and More, Spiker's Crazy Adventure, and the Downunder Cruiser on October 15th to the 23rd, 2022 with Carnival Horizon. Facebook message or email Cindy at Cindy Spiker Travels. When you book this sailing, you also receive a $100 onboard credit. Thank you for your participation. So, again, big props to you guys. This is
so incredible.
Such a great idea, and that's one thing I can say about this community. What little bit we've been around it is a loving and giving community. So,
Sure.
And there's another part of this though that I'd like for you, Shaun and Ilana, to talk about what's coming up to try to help boost this a little bit more.
Okay.
So what we've done in order to assist the charity with the help of a number of people, like you said, Heather from Us and More, and also Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travels. I believe Mallory's assisting as well, but you know what? Nobody ever knows what Mallory looks like. We only hear her. I think Blaine is using voice-changing sound methodology there. But we've got a number of channels that are actually going to go on there. Unfortunately, from the Australian side, we're a bit thin, but I will mention those that are. We've got, obviously ourselves, we've got a guy by the name of Arthur from Arthur's Cruises. Arthur is based in Adelaide, so you'll get another Australian view of things. Now, the interesting thing is we Aussies are going first. Very important reason why.
Sorry,
yeah.
Sorry, have we actually set the date?
Yeah, it's June the 5th. Beg your pardon, June the 5th. Saturday, June the 5th. But it's a very important that we Aussies go first, because we're going to sleep while the rest of you are having fun. Straight after that is Rayleigh Creative, followed by Griswold's. We currently have a vacant block between 11 and 2. Then we're followed by Plum Travelers, and then Spiker's Crazy Adventures. you can just put Cindy on. You know, that Doug guy is. And then we've got J&N Travel.
Doug's got nice hair, though. I like Doug.
Yeah,
Doug's
he
got
does.
nice hair, and he can
He
sing
does
very
have
well.
nice hair. What can I say? Really nice hair. And then we've got John and Nancy from J&N Travels, and if John is watching, it is 10:42. How are you, my friend? Matt and Kimbra from Fantastic Studios, really, really enjoying that show. Donovan with RV, by the way, sorry, on the wayside, I should say. Now, Donovan was responsible for that letter that you just wrote, so that you just read, I should say.
Thank you for that.
And I want to thank him for that.
Very well written.
And then there's this other crew at
some people there that we've heard of.
Called, I don't know if you know them, Luvy's Fat Life.
Yeah, you never know about those fat guys. They may not show up.
No, we've heard about them.
What's a funny adventurous type? Is that what it is? I don't. Anyway, following them is us and more. We've got another blank spot at 9 p.m. and then we're followed by the ship show. And then we take out the
we'll tie up
the
tie
golden bowl, whatever it is,
and turn the lights out and lock the door behind us.
Yeah, we'll sweep the floor and make sure it's clean. So those are all the people that are on board, and we're looking for some extras who would like to join us.
So there are some time slots available if you want to for half an hour. Please come and join.
If and also if you do not have the ability to be able to do the cruisathon with us, all we're asking is that you chuck in a 5-minute video. If you've got some footage of you and Kenny, that's awesome. If you've got some footage about what rattles your boat about being able to support the charity, that would be fine. But it's a 5-minute video that we just want to throw in every now and then during the cruisathon. It's on the 5th of June.
Which is
it's a Saturday because we have to go to work on Monday. So
Saturday night through till Sunday.
That's for us.
It's a nice long one. So yeah. So if anybody's interested, you said you have from 11 to 2. Now the 2 is at the start time and it'll end at 3. The 11 o'clock one is 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3.
Correct.
Oh goodness.
Yes.
The
people actually
explodes.
have people actually have an opportunity to choose whether or not they want to do a half-hour slot or a full-hour slot. So, for example, Arthur's Cruises is doing a half-hour slot.
Gotcha.
Looks like we've got
some people I think could be interested.
Yeah, it looks like we've got.
So if anybody's interested at all, please message.
Thank you,
girls.
ladies. The 2 o'clock time slot. Thank you so much.
Actually, 2 o'clock time slot was taken by Plum Travelers. The time slots that we've got is between 11 and 1:30. So up till 2 o'clock. So if the girls will go earlier, that's fine. Appreciate that.
I mean, it's a great cause. I mean, it's just I can't say good things enough for you guys putting this together. Mark is saying, it's a cruise. It's a cruisathon. With the focus of this being in raising money, of course, to try to help those in need. And why not get 3, 4, and 5 people to be able to go on a cruise? Why do we have to stop at 1? And this is just
exactly
going on and on and on.
That is exactly my vision.
Awesome.
Yep.
Great deal. We're glad to be part of it.
Absolutely.
When I saw it last week, I've seen the video before, but then I saw last week with Matt on there. We said, hey, our whole thing is not about us as much as it is other YouTube channels coming on and getting to know them and getting to spend time with them. So this is an excellent thing in our current belief system on what we want to do anyway. It's not about us, but it's about pushing out and helping other people. And this cruising community does it all the time.
Yes.
And I think it's awesome that we can, bond together. And this is just the beginning of it, because I can see down the road in the next year or two and further down, it just being a blown up thing where
it's exploding.
It's over several days possibly doing.
Well, there's a couple of things that I want to get organized, Mark, if that's possible. First of all, just to let people know, we do have a YouTube channel as well called Helping Hands for Cruising, where we will be posting a lot of this info in and using that channel to actually do some live streams and some interviews and so forth. But more importantly, we want to look at not only the charity being a perpetual thing, but we are also looking at the opportunity of the cruisathon being an annual affair. So if we can get it happening once a year so we can build funds, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so let's see. A couple people are commenting on here. Yeah, they couldn't do it there in San Diego. I think Cooking with Chef Roberto, any late evenings. I think those are booked right now. But again, I think this June 5th thing is just the beginning of this. I mean, I don't know how often they plan on doing them, but it's a good opportunity to get out there and and get it out and get it going. I think the biggest thing too is as we spread the word on this is coming that day and supporting each channel throughout the day.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter if you give $1, $2, whatever the minimum is on PayPal, up to $100 or $1,000, whatever you want to give. It's going to a great cause, nonprofit, and I mean, just Kenny would be the prime example of how this started out and how it worked well.
Absolutely.
Good deal.
Chef Roberto, you're saying any late evening. Let me put this to you. If we get enough people that say, you know what, we want a slot, then it becomes a 24-hour event.
How awesome is that?
Because what we really want is we want more Kennys of the world to actually come and join us.
Yeah, I mean that's what we need. So got here. Okay, so here's the YouTube page for you guys. Also remember in the description we got the Helping Hands for Cruising link in this description as well. And then I believe Blaine threw it up again. If any of the moderators have that link again, I don't know if Blaine is still in here or not. We could throw that up here as well. Trying to catch one.
Just a message for the girls at Journey with the Gingers. Your 1 o'clock slot is booked. Thank you.
Who is that now?
I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Journey with the Gingers. They're 1 p.m. They wanted the 1 p.m. slot on the cruisathon. It's booked. They can take it. Yep.
And what about Life is Good today? Are they?
What people can do is message us.
Yeah, it's probably just a message because there may be a bunch of people asking for this at the same time. So yeah, just message Shaun or Ilana behind the scenes, or you can message me and I'll forward that message to them as well.
Awesome.
But yeah, it looks like, I mean, this is not and just to make sure everybody understands, if you weren't invited, it's not because nobody thought you were not good enough your channel or anything like that. I mean, there's only so many time slots on this doing it for one day. It's not a 2 or 3 day event. A lot of these channels are are just trying to plug in right there and trying to raise this money. So if you are a larger channel and you're like, well, hey, what about me? I'm sure it's going to come up down the road. You're going to be invited down the road. But hey, come support some of the channels that may not have 100,000 subscribers to their channel, but they're still out there trying to support the community and trying to be the backbone and help out.
Thank you, Mark. That's well said.
We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this Roberto is saying again, Cooking with Chef Roberto. If you want to get with Shaun behind the scenes, or you can message me, and we'll talk to Shaun about possibilities of having openings and so forth. Let's see. Again, here is the link to that. Nightbot threw it in here to the Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page. Again, hit that up, click in there, check it out. And
I want to change those numbers to actually being a name. So we need 100 in there to change that to having the proper URL. So folks, hit it up.
Yeah. Anything, Shaun or Ilana, you want to kind of say to kind of wrap things up, and then we're down to about the last 7 or 8 minutes here. And again, thank you for coming on tonight. Down the road, please come back and we talk more about you. But we did want to talk about this opportunity to, I want to make sure everybody understands this is not about us, anybody, me personally. This is not about us. It's not about any of the creators that have already signed up for this. It's about helping the community and helping these people. So, just make sure we're in the right spirit mentally and internally on what we're doing this for.
Absolutely.
This is not about self-promotion or not self-gratification or anything like that. It's about putting the Kennies out there.
Someone who wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity.
Exactly. I mean, you see on the cruise ships, they have the St. Jude's and they raise the money for that. This is just like a smaller extension of that, trying to help somebody out. And then hopefully it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And the next thing you know, you're putting 10, 20, 30 people out there a year, maybe more.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
We're booking a group cruise for Helping Hands. That's would be awesome.
That would be incredible.
All right. I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to shut my mouth. That's hard to do.
Yes.
And let Shaun and Ilana let you guys, kind of close us out here. And then that would give us the last couple of minutes to say goodnight.
Well, we'd just like to say thank you for the opportunity to come on, and we appreciate your invitation. And we really do think that this community is amazing, as always. And again, yes, it's not this is to help others, the wider community. We know how much pleasure holidays in general give us. So why not give the opportunity to someone else who is less fortunate?
Great. I mean,
Absolutely.
Very well said. Anything, Shaun, you'd like to add to that? Or I don't know if it's hard to add to that, right?
Yeah. What can I say? She said it all.
Right. Well, I want to thank you guys again.
Yes.
So appreciative of you guys pulling this together, and can't wait to June the 5th.
No, we're so excited.
Hopefully,
to see
we'll
where
have
this
a bunch
goes.
of people come out and support this and raise a bunch of money and send additional Kennies out there on cruises. And I can't wait to see the pictures and the video.
Either. The faces and
them getting on the ship. It's just going to be so awesome.
Look, Kenny's claim to fame is the taste test. Can you imagine him going and taste testing the buffet?
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so awesome.
You just got to take pictures.
That's it.
Yeah, a lot of video and a lot of pictures.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Shaun. Thank you, Ilana. Thank you so much for
Thank you. It
dropping
was so
in.
nice to meet you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Thank you. Such an awesome
Yes.
cause. I mean,
great hearts to get this organized and going.
yeah, I mean, you can't, I don't want, me personally, and if it got to the point where people were saying, I want to be on there, I'd be glad to give my spot up at 7:00. If somebody really wants to be on there, we plan on going on there and supporting people anyway.
Yes.
So I hope those that maybe are not invited in the cruising community and travel community don't take offense to that, hey, why wasn't I invited? I got a bigger channel than they do and all that. It's not about that.
We're willing to give ours up, but we are giving because we want to support.
Yeah, if you're a diehard on it and want to do it, we'll be glad to give our slot up as well. We just want to support the community and support, more than anything, support individuals like, Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, out and let these guys have an opportunity to do something they may have never done before.
Faces, of the excitement and just how ecstatic they are to be there.
I agree. Hey, in closing tonight, anybody got any questions or anything we can try to help answer? I know we just got a couple more minutes here, but again, this is it's not been in the works, I don't believe, too long, maybe several weeks, but it's came together really quick here, and we're only about 3 weeks away from June the 5th. Again, it starts early in the morning and runs all the way through at night. That's true. I like that. Blaine, you brought up a great point. Even if they aren't part of it and want to be part without having a time slot, mention all your social medias and lives.
Yeah.
Hey, and we're even, we haven't decided on our show yet what we're going to do. I mean, if somebody wants to come on as a guest, that's great as well.
The time, whatever.
Yeah. And Vizzo, that's a great one, Raphael. The smile on Kenneth's face for climbing was so amazing. It was. And when I saw that video, and I wish I remembered who exactly had that, but man, it brought tears to my eyes. And that video today, if you haven't watched it, that 16 to 18, 19 minute mark of that video, it will bring you to your knees. I mean, before we went live tonight, I got kind of choked up talking to Shaun and Ilana about it because it really touched me. And I was going to show that tonight as part of this, as part of this live event, but I would have broke down like a baby.
And I would have been a puddle of tears. So
Yeah.
not good.
So yeah, I think right here, Minister Germany with Darian has the video. That's awesome. Check out Darian's video. He's part of our Facebook page as well. He's got a great page. Somebody else says here, Visa, can you find the video? I can't find it. Wanted to post it here. Yeah, that would be awesome if you could do that. Team Hutchins, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Danielle, for coming in, checking in tonight. But again, this is in a couple weeks. It's an all-day event, and it doesn't end until 11, 12 o'clock at night. If you want to support, you can support. We will have that day, the PayPal account at the bottom, and you can just give straight to it. We're not handling money or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Those that gave tonight, we're going to go back and look and see how much it was. If I miss somebody, I apologize.
Yes.
We're going to take that money and put it straight over into the PayPal account too.
Absolutely.
We're going to quit running our mouth and say.
I just want to say before we leave,
Mhm.
thank you guys so much for your just supporting this.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we look forward to it, and we look forward to partnering with you to try to help out on this. Happy anniversary tomorrow.
Thank you.
I love
Happy
my wife.
anniversary.
18
Yes.
years. 18 years.
Gosh.
I can't believe it. I mean,
know.
I can't believe it.
I know.
One
Where's
minute-
our life going?
It's gone this way. I can tell you
Hey,
that.
stop it.
It's not went the other way.
Stop.
You guys have a great night
Thank
tonight.
you so much.
We love you guys. This whole thing is about being the light. Be the light in this world,
Yes.
no matter what you believe spiritually. Be good karma. Do something nice to somebody else, and it'll come back. Be the salt in this world.
Yes.
But you guys have a great night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Go see Ronnie and Thirsty Thursday tonight.
Yes.
We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.